Hello everybody, this is Jett and I want to go over the top 5 industries that are still hiring right now during this pandemic. Now the first thing that I want you to do is smash that like button. With that, we'll be able to get this information out to more people and it'll work with the YouTube algorithm. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now right before we get into these top 5 jobs, we need to come to some realizations here. Yes, most likely you'd be making more on unemployment if you were on unemployment right now. The average income in America is around $60,000 a year. By yourself, you'll be making around $50,000 a year with unemployment. If you have a spouse, you guys are about $100,000 in equivalency if you are making unemployment full-time. This is not going to stay. By June, this will be gone. So we're thinking long-term. We're thinking, how can I get a job? How can I sustain a living for my wife, for my kids, for myself, for my future? These companies are hiring, and this is a great time to get your foot into the doorway. If you are a convicted felon, this is the time to prove yourself and to show that you are trying to make progress and you are willing to put in the hours. If you work the overtime, you will be making equivalent or even more than you'd be making on unemployment. If you are an uneducated person, there is nothing wrong with that. This is a time to build up some wealth so you could go into a trade, go into a specialization such as trucking, such as welding, such as plumbing, such as electrician. There are so many different avenues other than college that pay way more than the people that go to college. This is a time to get your feet into the doorway of many different of these industries. You just have to take the step. We have to swallow our pride. If you are a person that's used to be making $100,000, $200,000 and you just got laid off because of the current situation, there are opportunities for you to make some money. There are so many industries out here, and I'm about to give you 5 that will help you, that will give you the overtime. And if you need it, if you need to be putting in 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week to put food on the table, to have some type of living for your family to sustain, this video will give you the industries that are hiring, that will give you the ability to try to come up with some solution during the pandemic that we are going through. You have to come to a reality check, swallow your pride. I worked in an industry that nobody wanted to work in. I was a farmer for 5 years going through school. People don't like to do it. It is hard work. It is not this glamorous work that people expect and people dream of. You have to swallow your pride and you have to work hard. If you work hard, you can move up and you can grow. People are willing to help. All you have to do is try your best. Put on your nicest clothes, talk the nicest way, be willing to relocate, be willing to do whatever it takes to get the places you want to be. Now let's get into it. The first industry that I want to talk about today is the warehouse industry. The warehouse industry is what I'm talking about when I talk about Amazon, when I'm talking about Pepsi-Cola, when I'm talking about Coca-Cola, when I'm talking about distribution centers. For example, Amazon's hiring over 100,000 people right now during these events that are happening. They need help to get products to all of their customers. They're having such a surplus of business traffic coming into their company. They need people to work in their warehouses. They will fulfill these shipments and get them out to people that need them. Another company is Pepsi. Pepsi's hiring over 6,000 people. With these companies, they know that you're furloughed. They know that you're on unemployment. They know you have a job when all this stuff is over. So they know this going into it. They are more than willing to hire you for the temporarily surge in business that they are receiving. It's a win-win for both of you. You have money to put food on the table. They have workers to get their orders filled. With that being said, let's move into the second industry that is hiring right now, and that is retail stores. Retail stores like Lowe's are hiring 30,000 people. Menards, they haven't put out any statistical numbers, but from where I am living, They're hiring in mass amounts. Cashiers are making $16 an hour. At Amazon, they're making $16 some dollars an hour, $18 an hour. They're making hazard pay. With Lowe's, they're making around $16 an hour. You have Home Depot that is hiring. You have CVS that is hiring. And they're hiring normal people doing cashiers and stocking. And then they're hiring healthcare workers. If for some reason you're an assistant and you cannot get a job in the healthcare market, which I don't think is really a problem right now, but if you can't get a job at the healthcare market, CVS is hiring you. With that being said, Ace is hiring another 30,000 people. Full-time, part-time, it doesn't matter. If you are willing to work and put in the time, all these companies are offering overtime, offering you the ability to work until you get your job back and you get money coming back in again. Now let's move on to the third industry that I would like to talk about, and that is the delivery industry. Now we're talking about Instacart. Instacart's hiring 300,000 people to do shopping for people that can't leave their homes. That is including elderly people. That is including people with pre-existing conditions, people that cannot go out during this pandemic. They want people to go shopping for these people, deliver these groceries to their clients. You are helping people and you are making money. You have unlimited overtime. They cannot fulfill the demand that they are receiving. Let's move over. We have Domino's. Domino's Pizza. Everyone knows Domino's. 10,000 employees to work at the preparing pizzas, work as a cashier, and to deliver pizzas. We have Pizza Hut hiring 30,000 employees to make pizzas. Same thing as Domino's. Papa John's, 20,000 people. There are many companies that need workers right now. There is no excuse to not be able to get a job. Put on your nicest polo, talk as politely as possible, and say you need to put food on the table, and you know that they need you to put food on the table for other people who are in a similar position as you. This is how the economy works. Everything is intertwined. You are necessary, especially at this point. If you've had a hard time to get a job before, this is the time to go and try to get a job. They need you. Prove that you are a good worker. If you have a bad record, if you have a problem finishing school, that's okay. They need workers right now. Fourth industry I'd like to talk about here today is the grocery stores, convenience stores industry. This is including 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven hiring 20,000 people, part-time, full-time. We got Albertsons, 30,000 people, part-time, full-time. Dollar General, 50,000 people, part-time, full-time. Dollar Tree, 25,000 people that they want to hire. We have Kroger, 20,000 people they want to hire. Publix, multiple of thousands. Walgreens, 9,500. Walmart, 150,000. And they're including a $150 to $300 bonus, depending if you want to be a full-time or part-time employee. Target hiring 9,000 additional workers in management, in full-time and part-time as store associates, as working in their warehouse. There are ample job opportunities right now due to the current events of our world. There is no reason not to be able to get a job. The fifth industry I'd like to talk about is more of the skill labor, which is the telecommunication and the energy industry. Telecommunications, Microsoft's hiring 4,000 new employees. You have Zoom that is launching, where they need people in IT, in sales. These companies need you. Verizon is hiring because they just acquired a company that will compete with Zoom here in the near future. This is the new reality. We need to adjust and adapt. We know a lot of people have been hurting. A lot of people have been cut due to financial constraints of companies. These are companies that are hiring. They might pay a little less, but if you need money, you can restructure and we can figure this out. Another company that is hiring are energy companies. These energy companies need the same deal. They are willing to train you on the job, have you go to school part-time. These companies need you right now. They need these grids that need to be working. We need plumbers to be fixing stuff when people are home more, using their facilities. There's massive renovations that are happening to office spaces now that nobody is there. This is the perfect time to get involved. We have truckers that there's not enough truckers that are fulfilling all of these orders of needing to bring things from across the country. Truckers is a skilled labor job, yes, but you can have smaller box drivers that can be working for the retail companies. But if you need to get the education, a lot of the schools are still allowing students to enroll because this is such a vital part of our economy. And with how things are going right now, we cannot survive without the trucking industry. This allows the deliveries to happen. This supplies practically everything that I have just said, the top 5 industries. It goes back to warehouse. You need people to drive trucks. You need people to drive trucks for retail. You need them for the deliveries. You need them for grocery stores. You need them for even the telecommunication places. And that's it. Those are 5 industries that I just gave you that are hiring hundreds of thousands of people. If you need a job during what is going on right now in 2020, here are the 5 industries that can get you a footing, to be able to give you the opportunity to build yourself, to build a career. This is the time to take a step out of your comfort zone, to be able to put food on the table, to pay your bills, to be able to support your family, to be able to support yourself. If you'd like more videos on this, I would love to go into more depth about other career choices, other career paths, other progressions that you can take in life to be able to be successful. Personal finance videos, people that how to use your money, how to perfectly budget in your situations to be able to help you grow and be able to be financially sound, be able to have a great life, be able to be there and do everything that you want to do. Thank you for tuning into the video. Please remember to smack that like button. I would really appreciate to get this information out to everybody, be able to help as many people as I possibly can. Leave a comment if you have any questions and if you want to talk further. Thank you.